Alright, hey everyone, so in this lesson we're going to be going through our portion guide. In the chance that you can't specifically track all your food, if you're traveling, you're on the go, or you just don't have a food scale with you, this will provide some tips to be able to use your hands and just measure out what you have in front of you. Here we have a few different portion measurements. We have protein portions, carb portions, and fruit and vegetable portions. So for protein portions, an open palm is typically equal to 3 ounces of a protein. 2 palms is just double that, 6 ounces, or that's usually 170 grams of meat. A typical steak or chicken breast is usually at least 2 hand portions. When it comes to carbohydrate portions, a cupped palm is a third of a cup, or 43 grams, so like a potato. 2 cupped palms is usually 2/3 of a cup to a full cup, which weighed out is typically 85 to 128 grams. When it comes to fruits and veggies, closed fist is typically the size of a cup of vegetables, roughly 128 grams, or 1 piece of fruit, and double that is 2 cups of vegetables, or 256 grams. When it comes to solid fat portions, so whether it's peanut butter, avocados, oils, so a whole thumb is usually 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of a solid fat, so like a peanut butter, which would be roughly anywhere from 21 all the way up to 28, even up to 32 grams weighed out. 2 whole thumbs would be the size of 3 to 4 tablespoons, so like half an avocado, which would be 43 to roughly 57 grams. When it comes to oil portions, 1 fingertip is roughly the equivalent of a teaspoon, or 4 grams. 2 fingertips is just double that, 2 teaspoons, or 8 grams, and half of your thumb is equivalent to 1 tablespoon, or 14 grams. When it comes to dairy portions, 1 finger length is typically the size of an ounce of cheese, or 28 grams, and a fist is the size of a cup of milk or any sort of milk alternate, roughly 245 grams. So the fist up to the start of your wrist. Now, if you have any common household items, another way to measure these, so a teaspoon would be the size of 1 dice. Tablespoon would be roughly the size of a poker chip. A whole cup of, for example, fruits or veggies would be the size of baseball. 3 ounces would be the size of a stack of cards or a small smartphone, so a good way to measure out your meats, for example, just rough estimate. 1/4 cup is typically the size of 1 large egg. A 1/2 cup is the size of a hockey puck, or 1 tennis ball, which is a little bit smaller than a baseball, I believe. 4 to 5 ounces would be the size of a regular smartphone, and then 8 or 9 ounces would be the size of a large smartphone, so like a iPhone Pro Max, for example. So like I said, these are just easy ways to measure out the different portions you're going to be consuming, whether you're at a restaurant, you're at home, you don't have a scale with you, or you're on the go. It really does help to be mindful of how much you're actually consuming. And so yeah, save this for later and try to utilize it when you don't have a scale and you want to be mindful of what you're actually consuming. So hopefully that helps. That's going to end our lesson here, and we'll see you in the next one.